everyone?
Yes, sir.
Good evening, guys. Let's
Yes,
start
sir.
the session now. Okay. Please
Yes,
turn
sir.
off your mic. In case if you have any question, you can unmute. So let's start our discussion. In previous session, we are completed our topic discussion, and today we can start our first topic. Is called introduction and initial configuration. Our first topic is introduction and initial configuration. Wait. So this training is related with NSC4. These are what Fortinet certifications, and Fortinet training is called NSC program. This is called NSC program is called Network Security Expert Program. It has 8 level of certifications. Like in Cisco, we have CCNA, CCNP, and CCIE. In Palo Alto, you can go with PCNSA, PCNSE. In Checkpoint, we have CCSA and CCSE. Same in Fortinet, we have 8 level of certifications. So in NSC program, we have NSC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. NSC 1, 2, and 3. These 3 certifications are totally free. Totally free. What you can do, you can go on training.fortinet.com. You can log in with training.fortinet.com. You can create an account. If you don't have account, so you can click on sign up. You can create your account, and you can log in. You can log in with your ID and password. Once you log in, so you can watch some videos for NSC 1, 2, and 3, and you can watch some video and you can attempt some questions. NSC 1, 2, and 3, it will hardly take maximum 1 to 2 hours to get the certifications. NSC 1, 2, and 3. You can watch some video, you can attempt some questions. Hardly it will take 2 hours. 2 hours. But our training is related with NSC4. This is called NSC4, Fortinet Firewall Deployment. And this is our program. This is our training. In case if you want to go for advanced training, so you can go for NSC5. NSC5 is related with Forti Analyzer and Forti Manager. This is advanced training. After that, you can go for NSC6, NSC7, NSC7, NSC8. So I'm certified from NSC1 to NSC7. Okay. So let's focus on NSC4 concept. This is our training part. Clear my point, everyone? Our focus is on what? How to work with Fortinet Firewall box, how to deploy, how to configure, how to troubleshoot. Clear? Jayaprakash, Sunita, Arjun, Kusamran, Mustafa.
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now,
Yeah, got it.
okay, so as an administrator, if you want to purchase a firewall, you want to buy a firewall for your organization. So before buy a firewall or before purchase a firewall for your organization, you need to review some features before before go with a vendor, because in market we have multiple vendors. Let me show you. These are the vendors for next generation firewall. These are the vendors. We have multiple vendors for next generation firewall features. We are learning Fortinet. Fortinet is what? It's a next generation firewall. So this is Gartner report, okay? This report you can download from Google, and Gartner divided all the vendors in the categories. So as per Gartner, we have 4 categories: leader in the market, challenger, nice player, and visionaries. So Palo Alto, Fortinet, and Checkpoint, these 3 vendors are the leader in the market right now. They are the leaders. If you talk about Cisco is a challenger. He's not a leader because of Cisco FTD. Cisco Firepower Threat Defense. This is Cisco next generation firewall. So Cisco is not a leader in the market for next generation firewall feature. He's a challenger. But leaders, Palo Alto, Fortinet, and Checkpoint. Our focus is on Fortinet. So this Fortinet is a leader. So before purchase a firewall for your organization, you need to review some feature. First feature is what? Architecture. So you need to know the architecture of each vendor. Right now, I'm not talking about Fortinet, okay? I'm talking about a simple firewall. So you need to know the architecture of the each vendor. For example, if you talk about Checkpoint firewall box, for example, Checkpoint. So in Checkpoint is what? It's a software-based firewall. You can download Gaia operating system in Checkpoint. You can go onto the Checkpoint website. You can download this Gaia operating system. You can install on your laptop, desktop, your machine, and you can use your laptop as a complete firewall. This is Checkpoint architecture. In Palo Alto, you can go with the dedicated device. You can go with the physical device. You can go with the VM firewall box. So every vendor has its own architecture. So before purchase a firewall or before go with any vendor, you need to know the architecture about Palo Alto, about Fortinet, about Checkpoint. So prefer a software firewall that you can install on a new or existing PC, or you can go with the dedicated appliance like physical device, physical firewall box, or VM firewall box. So you need to know first the architecture of each vendor. You need to verify the number of session. For example, if I am working in a small organization, so there is no requirement for mid-range firewall box. Or in case if I'm working in a big organization, so I can't go with the entry-level firewall box because each firewall box has their own capabilities, right? Let me show you. For example, in Fortinet, these are the entry-level firewall box. Fortinet 30 to 90 series. This series is called entry-level firewall. Mid-range, Fortinet 100 to 900. High-end appliance, 1000, 3000, 6000, and changes space. So in case if I'm working in a big organization, so I cannot go with the entry-level firewall box because we have limited resources, limited CPU, RAM, storage. So number of station is important, okay? In case if you are working with a big organization, so you need to go with the high end or mid-range model. So number of station, what we have, how many concurrent firewall station does firewall need to support? So number of station. For this, you can check, data sheet. Data sheet. For example, you can go with the series. You can search, for example, if you have 48 30E model. So you need to take a help from Google. Okay, you can download the data sheet about 4830E. You can verify uh, about number of sessions, okay, traffic information, RAM, CPU, storage. Okay, the next option is what? Next option is called VPN. So in my organization, for example, they are dealing with site to site, for example, or they are dealing with remote access VPN. Okay, they are using site to site, they are using remote access VPN, or they are using IPsec. So can I configure these type of VPN onto this vendor, onto this firewall? So we need to review. Okay, integration. In case if I want to integrate my firewall box with any server, like remote authentication server like Radius, TechX, or in case if I want to integrate my firewall box with Exchange mail server or SharePoint collaboration server, so can I integrate? In case if I want to manage this firewall device through CLI, through graphical, can I manage? In case if I want to manage through Telnet, SSH, and SNMP, and in case if I have multiple firewall, in case if I have multiple firewall, for example, right now we are talking about Fortinet. So if I have multiple Fortinet firewall 1, firewall 2, firewall 3, firewall 4, if I have, for example, 20 firewall box, and in case if I want to manage all the firewall box from a centralized location, so like other vendor, for example, in Palo Alto, if you want to manage multiple Palo Alto firewall device, you need, in case in Palo Alto firewall. In case if you want to manage multiple Palo Alto firewall box, you need a centralized device. It's called Panorama. In case if you want to manage multiple checkpoint gateway, so you required A centralized device is called checkpoint management, or you can say SMS server. In case if you have Cisco FTD, Cisco Next Generation Firewall, if you have multiple Cisco FTD and you want to manage all FTD device from centralized locations, so you need to go with the Cisco FMC. In Fortinet, in case if you want to manage multiple Fortinet firewall box, so yes, we have like other vendor, we can go with the Forti manager device. So for centralized management, yes, in Fortinet we have feature. We can go with the Forti manager. Like other vendor, we have option. Okay, in case if I want to go for the high availability in my organization, they are working with high availability, or they want failover concept. They want to implement failover or high availability. So can I configure high availability or failover? So these are some basic feature you need to review before purchase of firewall in your organization. Clear my point, everyone? Clear now? Anita,
Yes, sir.
Arjun, Gursimran, Jayaprakash, Mustafa.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's talk about some. Okay, these are what you cannot say which firewall is good because each firewall has its own feature. If you compare, if you want to compare, so after Fortinet you can go with the Palo Alto. After Fortinet you can go with the Checkpoint firewall box. After that you can compare, okay. But you cannot say which firewall is good. Okay, each vendor they have its own feature. But these are the top firewall box like Fortinet. See, this is what Sony Wall, Checkpoint Firewall Box, Palo Alto, Cisco, and Fortinet. Now let's talk about some history about Fortinet. So Fortinet was founded in 2000 by two brothers, Ken and Michael. The company first product was Fortigate Firewall Box, but now they are dealing with a multiple product. Now let me show you. If you talk about Fortinet products, so these are the Fortinet devices. Fortinet device, not Fortinet firewall. Fortinet devices. See, Fortigate firewall, Forti analyzer, Forti manager, Forti camera, Forti switch. So like Cisco, Fortinet is also dealing with other products. But our focus is on what right now? Into this training, we can focus on how to work with Fortigate firewall, Fortigate firewall device. So let's talk about first factory default setting. Factory default setting. For example, if I have a high-end model, if I have high-end model, for example, let me show you high-end model. So these are the high-end model, Fortinet 1000, 3000, 6000 series. So these are the high-end model. So in case if you have high-end model, so on high-end model you will get a dedicated management port. Yes, you have data interfaces, no problem. These are what data interfaces. You can connect your LAN network, WAN side, DMZ portion, no problem. But in high-end firewall box, you will get a dedicated management port, MGMT port. What you can do, you can connect your laptop, your desktop machine with this management port. By default, we have this IP address 192.168.1.99. If you don't have, no problem, you can configure. I can show you how to configure IP address on port. No problem, I can show you. Okay, so here we have what management port. Management port. You can connect with management PC, and in case if I have this IP address, so same series of IP I can configure onto this management PC. Same series of IP I can configure. From this machine, I can check connectivity because by default, these services are enabled by default. These services are enabled on management port. Ping, HTTP, HTTPS, SSH protocol, only on management port. I can show you only on management port. So on high-end model or mid-range model, you will get a dedicated management port. for configuration. Okay, in case if you have entry level firewall, entry level, entry level means what? We have a series in between 4830, 4830 to 90 series. This is what entry level firewall. So in case if you have entry level firewall box, so on entry level firewall box, on entry level firewall box, we have only data interfaces. Data interfaces. Like for example, port number 1, port number 2, port number 3, 4, 5, 6. So on entry level firewall box, we can use our port number 1 as a management port. Why? You can use any port as a management port, no problem. But port number 1 you can use as a management port. Why? Because by default, onto this interface, these services are enabled only on port number 1. Only on port number 1. So you can connect your management PC, you can configure IP address here onto this machine. You can take a console, you can configure IP address on port number 1. Same series of IP address we can configure onto this management PC. We can verify our connectivity. Now for graphical, we can use HTTPS. For CLI, we can go with the SSH. Default at username is admin on firewall and password is nothing. Let me show you. Hello, Bharti, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sunita, any question? Arjun, Gursimran, Jayaprakash, Mustafa?
No, sir.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I have a simple topology. I have one FortiGate firewall box, one FortiGate firewall box, and one management PC. Wait. This cloud is acting as a management PC. So let's discuss a basic topology. One FortiGate firewall box and one management PC. This cloud is my laptop. So you can start, you can take a console. After this session, please share your email ID again, everyone in our WhatsApp group, so that I can share the software for lab setup. Okay, everyone,
Okay.
please share your email ID in group.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so this is login page. This is console, everyone. This is console. So username is admin and password is nothing. You can press enter. Now you can set your password 123 123. I'm using. Now you are in FortiGate firewall box. You can type question mark here like Cisco. See, you can configure these commands: config, get, show, diagnose, execute, alias, exit. Let's start with show command, for example. Show command, show system interface. With this command, I'm trying to verify interface information. You can press enter. You can see here we have port number 1, port number 2, port number 3, port number 4. So we have 4 data interfaces onto this firewall box. By default, I told you on port number 1, these services are enabled by default. See, these services, ping, HTTPS, and SSH, these services are enabled only on port number 1. Okay, what about port number 2? Nothing is enabled. See, no services, no services, no services. Okay, one more thing. On port number 1, by default, DSCP service is enabled. So if you connect your port number 1 with any DSCP server, so this port can get IP address automatically from this DSCP server, because by default, DSCP is enabled. DSCP client service is enabled onto this particular onto this port number 1. So now I want to configure IP address on port number 1. Let me show you how to configure IP address on port number 1 manually. So for configuration, you can use a config command. Config system interface. So now you are in interface mode. And here I'm trying to edit port number 1. So edit port number 1. You can press enter. And I'm trying to configure IP address statically. So you can use a command set mode static for static IP address configuration. Now you can configure your IP address, set IP 192.168.1.190/24. You can press enter. Set allows. By default, these services are enabled, but in case if you want to allow some other services, you can type question mark. You can see we have multiple options. So in case if you want to allow HTTP, HTTPS, ping, SSH, telnet, done. Here, if you want to save your configuration in Fortinet, so you can use in the command. In Cisco, we have WR. In Palo Alto, what we have to save our configuration? Commit. In Fortinet, you can go with the end command to save your configuration. Done. Now show system interface. This time you can verify you have IP address on port number 1, 192.168.1.190, mask and services. So we have a small topology, one Fortigate and this cloud. This cloud is what? It's my laptop. So let's verify basic connectivity. So I'm trying to verify connectivity from this laptop 192.168.1.190. Yes, I'm getting reply. Let's go on to the Fortigate firewall box. If you want to verify your connectivity, so command is execute. What you want to execute, because you have multiple options. So right now I'm trying to execute ping command, and IP addresses. So let's verify IP address on my laptop. IP config 192.168.1.3. So 192.168.1.3. I'm getting reply. So now we have a connectivity in between Fortigate and to this laptop. So you can open any browser. You can open any browser and you can use here IP address 192.168.1.190. Username is admin and password we are using 123. So this is your graphical page. सुनीता ये थोड़ा फास्ट ना फॉलो ऑल्टो से
Yes, sir. बहुत.
Yes, more fast. Okay, so now what we have, this is our console page, console CLI, and here we have a graphical page. This is what our graphical page. We are working with VM firewall box, so you can see here it's called Fortigate VM64K VM. So we have a VM firewall box. If you have Fortigate 90D or 60E, so you will get the information here, Fortigate 90E. Now you can see we have multiple options here: dashboard, security fabric, network, system, policy and object, security profile, VPN, user and authentication, log and report. We will work on each option, no problem. So let's start our discussion with dashboard first.
Sir,
Yes, Sunita.
like in Palo Alto, we can change the logo. We can add our company's logo or something like that.
Yes,
In the
yes,
Fortigate, also we can do that.
yes, you can do. I will show you. I
Okay.
will tell you. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Now, so let's start our discussion with dashboard. So dashboard is selected. This is your dashboard. Dashboard we are using for monitoring. We are using for monitoring. On dashboard, you can see we have some default option, some information I can verify like CPU utilization, memory utilization, license information, system information. So let's start our discussion with the dashboard. So in dashboard, we have system information. System information. So either you can go with the graphical page or you can go with the CLI. In CLI, you can type a command, get system status. So either you can go with the CLI command or you can go with the graphical page. Let's go with the graphical page first. So we have host name onto this firewall box is called Fortigate-VM64-KB. If you want to change, so no problem, you can change. See, you can go onto the CLI option. Command is config system global set host name, and this is, for example, firewall box 1. Now to save your configuration in Fortinet, command is end command. Done. You can refresh your page this time. And now you can see your firewall host name. Firewall host name is what? Firewall 1. Serial number of this firewall box. Firmware version, we are working with 6.4.4. And right now we have latest version 7.2.2, 7.4, I think. So this is what Forti OS version 6.4.4. Build version. Right now we have a mode. So remember, always we can use our firewall box as a L3 firewall, or we can go with the L2 firewall. L3 firewall is known as NAT mode firewall, and L2 firewall is called transparent firewall. So by default, this firewall mode is NAT mode. What is the difference between NAT and transparent? We can discuss. We can discuss here in layer 2 firewall topic. I will tell you, no problem. Okay. But right now, the mode of this firewall box is layer 3. It's a NAT mode firewall box. System time, uptime, WAN IP is unknown because we didn't configure anything. License information you can verify. Right now, we are working with VM firewall box, virtual VM firewall box. And this VM firewall box, you can perform all the labs, but this VM image is only valid for 15 days. After 15 days, what you can do, you can delete this Fortinet and you can add a new one, no problem. So here you can get license information like antivirus license information, web filtering license information, firmware and general update information, license, IPS license information. What is license information means? You can get what? Date issued, date expired about license. Okay, so we have VM firewall box. We have a single CPU. We are utilizing 100% CPU. We have 2 GB RAM. We are utilizing 50% RAM. OT cloud not supported. Security fabric information you can get. You can get multiple administrators information, all administrator information. So right now, this admin account is managing this Fortigate firewall box. See, admin account for graphical, yes, HTTP, and admin account for CLI console. One console and one HTTP. And with this administrator, we have a admin profile is called super underscore admin. What is super underscore admin? In Fortinet, we have two predefined profile. Two predefined profile is called super underscore admin, and we have professional underscore admin. These are the two predefined profiles. We'll discuss in detail what is this super underscore admin and what is professional underscore admin. But right now you can see with our default administrator, with our admin account, we have super underscore admin profile. Now you can verify your CPU utilization, memory utilization, sessions information. So these are the default option. If you want to add more information on your dashboard, you can click on add and you can add. See, we have multiple options. For example, I want to verify interface bandwidth. I want to verify bandwidth utilization on interfaces. So you can click on interface bandwidth. I want to verify bandwidth utilization on port number 3. You can click on add. In case if you want to verify high availability status, right now this firewall is not participating in any failover, but in case you can add at status, add, close. See, so bandwidth for HS status. In case if you want to delete anything from dashboards, you can click here, you can remove. Clear? Any problem? Sunita, Arjun, Bharti, Gursimran, Jayaprakash, Mustafa,
Yeah,
No,
no
sir.
issues.
clear everyone?
Okay.
Okay, now let's
Yes.
talk about
So, I'm so sorry.
Hello.
So, what is
Sir.
this Forti Explorer? So, administrator login. One is we can log in from console. One is from
Forti
HTTPS.
X,
Yeah.
Forti Explorer. कहाँ पे आपने देखा? कहाँ पे?
Sir, this administrators the way of login. One is console.
ये
One is
अब use
HTTP.
we are not using Forti Explorer now.
Okay.
It's an old option. Okay.
Okay.
To access Fortinet, there is
Mm-hmm.
an option Forti Explorer, but we are not using.
All right.
You can use a browser to access your Fortigate Firewall.
Yeah, I
Okay,
have
sir.
one more question, sir.
Yes, sure.
This changes has been applied for only we are in our system, or it will apply entire Fortigate firewall.
Entire Fortigate Firewall.
Okay, sure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, I have one question.
Bharti, this is not like a Palo Alto, okay? In
Okay.
Palo Alto, you can configure, you can access your Palo Alto through browser, you can do changes. After that, you can commit. But in Fortinet is what? If you click on OK, it's alive.
Okay.
If you do any configuration, click on OK, it's alive. It's on Fortigate. Yes,
Okay.
Jayaprakash?
Sir, that firewall license will be when by the time of purchase it will be there in the license, or you should be pay for extra for that
Can
license?
you please, your voice is not clear. Can you please?
Hello.
Can you
That
please
firewall
repeat?
license.
Hmm.
That
Firewall
will be
license.
a license. It will be included in the when the by the time of purchase by the time of purchase of the firewall. It will be included, or you should be pay for the separately for license.
You can talk to your salesperson. Okay, you can purchase a firewall separately and license separate. Both are separate thing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You can purchase a firewall first. After that, as per your requirement, for example, you need license only for IPS and antivirus, so you can purchase license only for IPS and antivirus. Jayaprakash.
Okay.
For example, I don't require application control license or Fortigate support license. I don't want. So you can buy a firewall. After that, you can decide as per your requirement what license you need.
Okay.
Clear now?
Clear, sir. And
Okay.
one more question, sir. That
Mhm.
for in the live environment, can we restart the firewall, or any procedure we
No,
have to
no,
follow?
no, no need to
No.
do this. Okay. In
Okay.
live
If it
scenario,
is no, if it is
cannot
restart means
restart
what
your
will be
firewall
the
box. If you have high availability option failover, then you can do this. But otherwise, in live scenario, we cannot restart our firewall.
okay.
If you have high availability, for example,
Mhm.
if you have HA cluster, okay, if you have multiple FortiGate firewall box. So if you restart this firewall box one, no problem. Other firewall box will take the responsibility immediately. They can process the traffic, Jayaprakash.
Okay,
But
sir.
in
Got it.
case if you have a single firewall device in your organization,
Mm.
so you cannot restart in live scenario.
So if internet goes down, what will we do, sir? You have the only one FortiGate firewall. Internet goes down. So how can you do?
Internet goes down, so that is the different issue, Jayaprakash.
Mm-hmm.
Internet goes down or there's some hardware failure, so you can't do anything.
Okay.
Okay. If there's an internet
Okay.
issue or hardware failure in firewall, so you can't do anything. You
So
have to replace.
so sir, my general questions. So that if it internet some you are slow, you are accessing slow internet, you are getting the slowness of the internet. So if you call the ISP vendor, they'll be tell you restart your firewall. Then
No, first you have to identify the problem is on your side or is on internet side. You have to rectify first. Why your traffic is slow? Okay. You have to troubleshoot it step by step. First, you can verify why. Maybe it's your firewall problem.
Okay.
Clear?
Okay, got it, sir.
Yeah, Prakash?
Yeah, got it, sir.
Yes. Arjun, any question? Or Simran? Mustafa, any question?
No,
here?
sir.
Yes, sir. This FortiGuard servers are like what, antivirus or what? Unable to connect to FortiGuard servers.
FortiGuard is a server, okay? We can connect our firewall device, our Fortinet with FortiGuard server to download latest signature update. Mustafa?
Yeah.
We can connect our Fortigate firewall box with FortiGuard server. If you have license, so yes, you can connect.
Okay.
Any other question? Sunita, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, let's continue. Jayaprakash, clear here?
Yeah, I have one question, sir.
Okay, yes.
Can you explain that firmware updation, sir? That Fortigate
Sure, I will tell you. Give me some time. Right now I'm talking about the basic concept. I will tell you how to upgrade, no problem.
Okay.
Okay, your question is how to upgrade your firmware, right?
Yes, sir.
It's a very simple task. I will tell you, no problem. Okay. We have an option. Setting, I can tell you. You can click on firmware. If you have upgraded firmware, you can just browse it, you can upload it. But right now, my focus is on what? Basic configuration. I will tell you, no problem. Give me some time. Yeah, Prakash.
Okay, sir. Got it.
I need to go with step by step.
Okay.
So we are here. We are talking about introduction and initial configuration. This is our first topic. So let's talk about other information. This side, everyone. So here we have. If you click here, you can go with the search option. You can go with the search option. For example, if I want to configure interface, what I can do, I can click on network, I can click on interface, I can select interface here, edit. In case if I want to configure firewall policy, you can click on policy and object. You can click here on firewall policy, then you can decide. You can click on create. So in every tab, we have multiple options, right? In every tab, see? So for example, if I'm looking for interface related tab, so I can type my keyword interface here. So you can get all interface keyword related information. For example, I'm looking for network interface. If you click, it will automatically redirect onto the network and interface tab. So you can go with the search option to search any tab information. Okay, now you can go with the CLI console. CLI console, it's a console. But this console you can access when you have a graphical when you have a graphical page, then you can use this console. This is called graphical console. But this console you can access for first time to configure our port number 1. After that, I can access this FortiGate firewall box from this management PC. If I have access, after that we can use this CLI console. It's a console. See, so system interface. You can use all the commands. So this is for first time, and once you have a graphical access, you can click on CLI console option. Okay, for full screen, you can click here. You can exit your full screen option. Okay, this can help you. This can help you for topics. For documents you can see. Okay, you can click on online help. You can click on online help and see. It will automatically redirect onto the Fortinet document library. So you can get topic related information here. Right now, we are working with 40 OS 6.4.4. If you have 6.2.2, for example, so you can click on Fortigate. You can click on Fortigate, and for example, I have 6.2. You can click here. It will automatically give you the option to download admin guide, cookbook, new features. In case if you have 7.0, you can click. You can download administration guide. Clear? So this tab can help you for documents. This bell icon is giving you the idea about the license. So we have a trial license onto this Firewall box. Now, user account, we have admin account right now, and we are working with 48 VM64, 40 OS version is 6.4.4, build version 1803. In case if you want to restart your firewall device, so you can click on system, you can go with the reboot or shutdown. In CLI, you can use a command execute reboot to restart, execute shutdown to shut down your firewall box. I'm not using this command, I'm giving you an idea. So either you can go with the graphical page or you can go with the CLI option. Now configuration, if you click on configuration, so you can go with the backup and restore. Backup and restore. Let's go with the backup option. If you click on backup, so you can see we have local PC. We have this option, local PC. It means I can store this backup configuration onto this local machine. Right now we don't have any configuration. So let's take a backup. Let's take a backup of this default configuration. So you can click on OK. So we have a backup file, but it's a default configuration backup. You can click on save. You can open your backup file. Backup file. This is what our default configuration backup. But you can see that these configurations, see, this backup file, it is in a clear text format. Anyone can verify the configuration. In case if you want to encrypt your backup file, so you can enable this option, encryption. You can set password here. For example, 123, confirm password 123. Why? Because if someone trying to restore this backup file, so it's required password to restore. So you can set a password. You can click on OK. So again, we have a backup file, but this is what this backup is in a encrypted format. See, we have clear text backup. We have clear text backup. Wait. Clear text backup, and we have what? Encrypted backup. Clear the difference? Arjun, Aarti, Sunita, Kursimran, Jayaprakash, Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah, clear.
either you can go with the clear text backup or you can go with the encrypted backup. Okay, we have one more difference. We have one more difference in between both backup files. See, if you verify, guys, this first line, if you verify this first line is not encrypted. In our encrypted backup file, this first line is not encrypted. Only this first line. And yes, in our clear text, this is our first line. So why first line is not encrypted? Because first line will give you the idea about the 40 OS version and build version. Because you can restore this backup file only on same 40 OS version, same build version. See, 40 OS version is 6.4.4 and build version 1803. 40 OS version 6.4 and build version 1803. That's why your first line in your encrypted backup, your first line is not encrypted. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's take a break for 5 minutes, then we can continue. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a break for 5 to 10 minutes. We can start at 9 p.m. Okay, 10 minutes break.
Sure, sir.
Please turn off your mic, everyone, please.
Break, Camila.
Okay, everyone, can you hear me? Arjun,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Arjun,
Yes.
Jayaprakash, Bharti,
Yeah, we
Sunita,
can.
Mustafa, or Simran. Okay, let's start our discussion now. Let's continue. So for backup, you can, Sunita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm so sorry.
So this is the option what we can set it to local PC. You can click on OK. So you can go with the clear text backup guys, or you can go with the encrypted backup. If you have a backup file, so in case if you want to restore, so you can click on configuration, you can click on restore. So you can upload your backup file, you can set your password. This will restart your firewall box, and you can restore your configuration. So this is the first option. Okay? This is the first option. What you can do for backup and restore, you can click on admin, you can click on backup, you can select local PC. But in case in my organization, I want to send all backup configuration file on TFTP server. Maybe in my organization we have what TFTP server, trivial file transfer protocol. So in case if you want to send your firewall backup onto this TFTP server, so first you have to create your connectivity. So let me show you this option. So as per this topology, we have two devices, one Fortigate power box and one laptop. So on my laptop, let me show you. On my laptop, I'm using TFTP application 3C 3CW. You can download any TFTP application and you can install on your machine, no problem. I'm using this application. Why? Because this single application can help you for multiple practicals, like for TFTP, for FTP, for syslog. That's why I'm using this application. Otherwise, you can download any TFTP application and you can install on your machine. So now, in case if you want to send your all configuration backup on TFTP, so you can install a TFTP application on your TFTP server. You can click on configuration. This is just an example, guys. Okay, maybe in your organization you are using any other TFTP application, maybe. Okay, so now you can go with the upload and download directory. So for example, I want to send all my backup configuration file on desktop Palo Alto wildfire folder. You can click on OK, click on apply, click on yes, click on OK. So from firewall, you can verify your connectivity first. So execute ping, and my laptop IP address is 1.3. So 192.168.1.3. So my laptop is acting as a TFTP server. So yes, we have a connectivity in between firewall and TFTP. What we have? We have firewall and what? TFTP. We have a connectivity. So now you can use a command. You can use a command execute backup. Execute backup. Configuration backup, question mark. So now you can decide your location. So I want to send my backup file to TFTP server. So TFTP question mark is asking for a file name. So firewall111 dot cfg. Now, question mark looking for IP address of TFTP. So IP address is what? 192.168.1.3. You can press enter. If everything is okay, so you can get a message here. See, send config file to TFTP server. Okay. And if you check here on your TFTP application, we are getting a notification message. Backup file, and backup file name is what? Firewall111 CFG. You can check here in case if you want to check on Palo Alto wildfire folder. So yes, we have firewall 111. Clear? Everyone? So
Yes, sir.
either you can go with the graphical page, you can go with the local PC, or in case if you want to send all your backup file to your TFTP server, you can do this. We have a single command. We have a simple command here. Execute backup config TFTP. You can decide your configuration file name and what IP address. Clear, everyone?
So basically we have two ways to have the storage. One is the local PC and one is the TFTP.
Remote, yes, remote
Okay.
server.
Mhm.
Clear now, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about next concept here. We are here in introduction and initial configuration, and we can focus on our next topic is called RBAC concept. Wait. Now let's talk about RBAC. What is RBAC? RBAC is called role-based access control. It's a common topic. It's a common topic for any firewall device. We can create multiple firewall administrator. For example, I have a Fortigate. And to manage this Fortigate firewall box, I can create multiple administrator. For example, wait. So for example, admin 1 and admin 2. So to manage this Fortigate firewall box, I can create multiple administrator. But I want to define the level of access. I want to define the different level of access for each administrator. For example, admin 1 is my L3 administrator. For example, L3 administrator. This administrator can log in into this Fortigate firewall box and can do any kind of changes. He has full access permission. He can do any kind of changes. What about admin 2? So for example, admin 2 is my L1 administrator. L1 administrator. He can only view the configuration. He cannot change anything, for example. He cannot change anything. So we can define the level of access for each administrator. So first we can create administrator account. After that, we can create, to define the level of access, we can create admin profile. Admin profile. For example, I'm creating L3 admin. It's just a name. L3 admin, it's just a name. You can give any name here. So I can create L3 admin profile. Into this profile, I can give full access. Full access, for example. And this profile I can attach with admin 1. So whenever admin 1 will log in into this Fortigate firewall box, he has full access. He can do any kind of changes. I can create another profile. It's called L1 admin. Into this profile, I can define the level of access. Into this profile, for example, I'm trying to attach read-only permission. For everything, read-only permission. And this profile I can attach with admin 2. So this administrator can only read the configuration, cannot change anything. So this scenario, this concept is called RBAC, role-based access control. If you go onto your Fortigate firewall box, for example, if you click on system, if you see here we have two tabs, administrator and admin profile. If you click on administrator, so you can get all administrator information here. So we have a default administrator. Default administrator is called admin account. With this admin account, we have a default profile is called super_admin. Type is called local. It means this account is available in Fortigate firewall local database. So we have a single administrator right now. You can click on admin profile to create our profiles, admin profiles here. So you can click on admin profile. You can see we have two pre-defined profiles called professional_admin and super underscore admin. We have two predefined profile. What is the difference between both super underscore admin and professional underscore admin? See, if you select this, super underscore admin, so you can see we have view option. We have view option. You can click on view. So these are the level of access. These are the access control. Access control. What we have, see, network tab, system tab, security profile tab. So these are the access control. And for everything into this super underscore admin profile, for everything we have read write permission. Everything is allowed. And you cannot edit. See, there is no any option for edit. You can just click on return, you can go back. But if you select professional underscore admin, we have edit option. So this is the difference. This is the difference in between professional underscore admin and super underscore admin. You cannot edit super underscore admin profile. But if you want to edit, so you can edit your professional underscore admin. You can click on edit. And in case if you want to change any permission, for example, read, write, read, none, read, write, you can change. So this is the first difference in between super underscore admin profile and professional underscore admin profile. Okay, second difference we have, see. So what is the second difference in between super underscore admin profile and professional underscore admin profile? So in case if any administrator, for example, we have an admin account. If any administrator has super underscore admin profile, so he has full global access. He has full global access. It means this administrator can do any kind of changes. Now we have professional underscore admin profile. Professional underscore admin profile. What is professional underscore? See, remember I told you we have a topic in our training. We have a topic in our training is called VDOM concept. We can divide our single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall devices, right? So for example, we have firewall 1, firewall 2, firewall 3. So if any administrator has super underscore admin profile, so he has full global access. It means this administrator can go anywhere, can go in any firewall box, can do any kind of change. But what about professional underscore admin? Professional underscore admin. So I can create a separate administrator for firewall box 1. For example, admin 1 account. Admin 1 account. And with this administrator, I can attach professional underscore admin. I can attach professional underscore admin account, this profile. So now this time this administrator has full access. He has full access, but only in this window, only in this firewall device, only in firewall box 1. He cannot do anything in firewall box 2, in firewall box 3. Clear my point? The second difference, if any administrator has professional underscore admin profile, so he has full access, but only in virtual domain. Clear? Everyone? Arjun, Bharti, Gursimran, Jayaprakash, Sunita, Mustafa.
Yes.
Clear, sir.
Okay, now let's create some profile. These are the two predefined profile. And see here we have a tab. See here we have a reference tab. What is reference tab means? See, if you verify this super underscore admin, So with super underscore admin, we have a reference to. It means this profile we are using somewhere in configuration. See, if you click on to, you can get a detailed information. So this profile you are using with admin account and in single sign-on. And if you go with professional underscore admin, so you are not using anywhere. That's why it's a 0. So these are two predefined profile. In case if you want to create your own custom profile, you can click on create new. You can give a name, for example, L3 admin. This is my custom profile, L3 admin. Into this L3 admin, I'm trying to set read write permission. Read write permission for everything. You can click on OK. So we have our custom profile. You can click on create new. Let's create one more profile. Is called L1 admin. And into this profile, I'm using permission read permission for everything. You can click on OK. So we have two predefined profile and two custom profile. Now you can click on administrator, click on create new, click on administrator, and I'm trying to create admin 1. Okay, now here we have a type. Type is called what? Local user. It means I'm creating this admin account in Fortigate Firewall local database. In case if you have any remote authentication server like Radius, DACAX, LDAP, so yes, you can go with this option. But right now for basic lab, I'm using local user. But yes, I will show you how to integrate our firewall box with remote authentication server like LDAP, Radius into this topic, Fortigate 8. Okay, so let's create user account in local database. Password I'm using, for example, 123. Confirm password 123, and I'm trying to attach L3 admin profile with admin 1, L3 admin profile. You can click on OK, no problem. But here we have a tab, restrict logging to trusted host. You can enable this option. You can specify here a trusted host. It means only this specific IP address can access this Fortigate firewall box with this user account. For example, 192.168.1.3/32. Only this IP can access Fortigate firewall box with this user account. Or you can define your complete subnet .0/24, or you can add multiple hosts. So I'm not using, but this is the option. You can click on OK. So we have an admin account, admin 1, profile L3 admin profile, type is local. Let's create one more administrator. You can click on administrator and admin 2, for example. Password I'm using 123, profile L1 admin. You can click on OK. So we have 2 administrators. Any problem? Gursimran, Jayaprakash, Mustafa, Sunita, Arjun,
No,
Jan?
sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, so now let's try to log out, and I'm trying to log in again. I'm trying to log in with admin 1 account. Password 123, admin 1 account. So with admin 1 account, if you remember guys, with admin 1 account, we have a profile is called L3 admin profile, right? L3 admin profile. So this administrator can do any kind of changes. See, if you click on network, if you click on interface, if you select any interface, you can click on edit and you can edit your interface. You can click on policy and object, you can click on firewall policy, you can create a rule. You can click on system, you can click on administrator, you can create an administrator, no problem. But if you log out, for example, if you log out and log in again with admin 2. So remember with admin 2, we have a profile is called L1 admin profile. So with this administrator, we have L1 admin profile. Okay, so now if you click on, if this administrator admin 2, if click on network, click on interface, select any interface. So there is only view option. This administrator can only view the configuration. Policy and object, firewall policy, view option. Clear this, everyone? Clear this lab? This is
Yes,
small
sir.
topic, RBAC concept. Everyone?
Yes, sir, clear. Sir, in the live environment, can you log in and log out server?
Sorry, Japrakash?
On the live environment, can you log in and log out server?
Yes, you can, no problem.
Nothing settings will get changed, right, sir? If it log in and log out.
No. If you have multiple administrators, they can log in same time.
And okay, sir, I have one more question, but I have asked is that live environment you should not be restart the firewall. Why, sir? You should not be restart the firewall.
Because maybe your clients, they are using some critical application. Maybe they are using. So before restart, you need to inform to all your clients, all your LAN users. I'm trying to restart. If there is anything,
Yes.
so you can close your application or something.
Okay, got it. If you restart, any settings will get changed that moment?
No. Why it's
Nothing will
changed?
get changed.
You are trying to restart only.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so now, clear everyone? Sunita, clear?
Yes, sir.
Arjun, Bharti, Simran, Mustafa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, so please tell me, guys, one thing. See, please help me for this concept. So I have an admin 1 account. If you guys remember, with admin 1, we have a profile is called L3 admin. And with L3 admin into this profile, we have full access permission, right, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you again one more time. Admin account. This question you can get in interview. Let me show you. System, see, with our default super underscore admin profile, you can see for everything it's a read write, right? And if you go with the L3 administrator, yes, we have read write for everything. So what is the difference between this predefined profile and to this custom profile? See, if you try to log in with admin account, admin 1, so he has L3 admin profile. You can do any changes. See, if you click on system, I'm telling you what is the difference. What is the difference in between custom profile and your predefined super underscore admin profile? See, if you click
Sir,
on yes.
Sir, we in the predefined, we can't change the access. It's all grayed out. So we can't change to read or any other access
Okay,
profile.
this is the first difference. Okay, this is the first difference. Perfect. See, if you click on, for example, administrator, Sunita, see, you can't see your admin account. See,
Yeah.
this is the second difference. It means admin 1 has only idea about admin 2. He don't know anything about default admin account. See, clear everyone? This is the second
Yes.
difference. This admin 1 has L3 admin profile, but he cannot verify our default admin account. He don't know anything. See, this is the difference. Clear now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is our topic is called RBAC. I hope this concept is clear. RBAC. Role-based access control. Okay, now again we are here in introduction and initial configuration. Guys, let's continue this topic tomorrow. Okay, everyone? Arjun, Vanita, Mustafa.
Okay, sir.
Let's continue this topic again. It's not finished. Introduction and initial configuration we can discuss tomorrow. We can discuss how to configure our interfaces, physical interface, logical interface, these options. So please revise our day one session, and this session video I will upload in 30 minutes or in 1 hour. Okay, Mustafa?
Okay,
Sure,
sir.
sir.
Okay, please connect tomorrow on same time, 8 p.m. Bye everyone. Take care, guys.
Good night,
Bye
sir. Have a
everyone.
good
Thank you.